Let's go. Perfekt. Ja, Leute, dann nochmal von mir ein herzliches Willkommen hier an diesem Montagabend um 8:30. Dieser Call, Leute, wird absolut crazy. Sowas wie das hier hatten wir bisher noch nie. Warum? Weil wir selten bis jetzt Leute auf unseren Calls hatten, die über dem Chairman 50 Rank waren. Und heute haben wir jemanden ganz, ganz, ganz Besonderen am Ende dieses Calls als absoluten Special Guest hier mit am Start. 23 Jahre jung, Chairman 100, absolut crazy. Ich werde den Call aber heute nicht hosten, ich werde nur hier kurz die Einleitung machen und jetzt im Endeffekt schon direkt abgeben an unseren Host des heutigen Tages, weil der junge Mann, den ich jetzt gleich ankündigen darf und der jetzt auch gleich euch die nächsten Sprecher immer vorstellen wird, er hat diesen Call fürs gesamte Team hier, für ganz Team Germany organisiert. Es ist kein geringerer als Chairman 10, Felix Winkelmann, und ich bin unglaublich pumped. Er hat mich letzte Woche angerufen, Ende letzter Woche, und meinte so, yo Bro, was hältst du eigentlich von einem Call mit Bryce? Ich so, yo, steht auf meiner Bucketlist für dieses Wochenende, das mit ihm auszumachen, dass wir ihn auf einen Call für uns exklusiv kriegen. Und er so, brauchst du nicht mehr machen, habe ich schon gemacht. Montag 20:30 Uhr ist er am Start und ich bin wirklich pumped. Ich glaube, ich muss nicht mehr viel zu Felix Winkelmann sagen. Chairman 10, einer der krassesten Führungskräfte hier im deutschsprachigen Raum, ultra professionell. Ich selber und ich hoffe auch viele von euch nutzen, also ich nutze auf jeden Fall sein Video unter anderem. Ich hoffe, viele von euch auch, sonst gebt einfach mal bei YouTube Felix Winkelmann iMarkets Live-Präsentation ein und nutzt wirklich auch dieses Video. Absolut Gold wert. Und dieser Mann weiß wirklich, was er tut. Er wird jetzt den Host hier übernehmen und wird euch durch diesen Abend, sage ich mal, begleiten oder durch diesen Call. Ich freue mich extrem, Bro. Ich werde jetzt den Host drüber geben, dann kannst du die Jungs auch entmuten und ich werde die Aufnahme bei mir laufen lassen. Ich würde sagen, Bro, let's go, rock den Shit.
So, perfekt. Danke dir, Maurice, dass du, warte kurz, so jetzt ist gut. Danke dir, Maurice, für die super, super Einleitung. Auch von mir, Leute, ein herzliches Willkommen zum heutigen All It Takes Millionaire Mentorship Call. Auch ich werde jetzt nicht irgendwie ein Stargast sein oder so, der euch hier jetzt heute Nuggets geben wird. Nein, ich habe heute die Ehre, das Ganze so ein bisschen durchzumoderieren, wie Maurice das gesagt hat, die Speaker anzukündigen. Ihr habt schon gesehen im Line-Up, wir haben heute ausschließlich Leute, die mehr als Chairman 50 in ihrem Compensation Plan erreicht haben, mehr als Chairman 50 in dieser Company sind. Und ich kann euch einfach nur sagen, Leute, wir können so unglaublich dankbar sein, nicht nur jetzt diesen Call zu haben, nicht nur jetzt unbedingt was weiß ich, dass wir solche legendären Menschen in unserer Company haben. Nein, vor allem einfach aus dem Grund, weil wir gerade Teil davon werden, von dem größten Shift, der größten Veränderung, die im Network Marketing je passiert ist. Ja, junge Menschen, die durch digitale Produkte, ja, in Compensation-Plänen Ränge erreichen in einem Zeitraum, den hat es vorher noch nie so gegeben. Und das ist jetzt gerade möglich. Wir sind gerade genau im Zahn der Zeit. Und mit iMarkets Live, mit International Markets Live, unserer Company, war das noch nie so gut möglich. Und man sieht es an einem Bryce Thompson, ja, der ist sogar schon auf dem Call drauf, auch wenn er erst am Ende speakt, an einem Bryce Thompson, was möglich ist. IML ist seine erste Company, ja, der hat einen Seven-Figure-Rank geknackt. Das ist crazy. Aber ganz, ganz kurz noch zu mir, falls mich hier manche Leute noch gar nicht kennen. Mein Name ist Felix Winkelmann, ich bin 24 Jahre jung, alt, wie auch immer. Bin gerade in Berlin, bin gerade nicht am Traveln, deswegen kann ich auch heute diesen Call easy hosten, weil ich sonst immer viel unterwegs bin, in Meetings, auf Teamtrainings, auf Events, weil wir gerade viele neue Leute launchen und auch viele Menschen sich wieder neu reaktivieren. Ja, kurzer Tipp auch an dich. Viele Neuigkeiten kamen dazu, wenn du schon ein bisschen länger dabei bist. Es sind wieder Neuigkeiten, mit denen du Menschen einfach nochmal den Weg aufzeigen kannst. Vielleicht war es damals noch nicht die richtige Zeit, das passiert gerade viel. Und genau, 24, arbeite mit iMate seit knapp 2 Jahren zusammen. Wir sind damals im September 2017 in Deutschland gelauncht mit der Company. Habe es geschafft, mit meinem Geschäftspartner in wenigen Monaten den Chairman 10 zu erreichen. Jetzt kurz vom Chairman 25 und wir sind fired up wie noch nie. Ich bin gespannt auf den ersten Sprecher. Es ist kein wenigerer als jemand aus Miami, jemand, der auch nicht amerikanischer Herkunft ist, sondern eher kolumbianischer Herkunft. Ein Mann aus wirklich einem dritte Weltland, der es gezeigt hat, dass es möglich ist, in meinem Alter, der ist jetzt 24 oder nee, er ist 25, ein Jahr älter als ich, ja, ganz easy mal Teams von 10.000, 15.000 Menschen aufzubauen, ein Einkommen von einem Chairman 50 zu bekommen, ja, in Miami zu leben, an wirklich einem Ort, den sich viele, viele träumen. Und ich weiß noch ganz genau, Johnny, I don't know, I guess you can already hear me. I will unmute you in a few seconds. Johnny was the person with Chris and with Julian, obviously also Richard, who was in Germany right when we launched. So this is what I appreciate very, very, very much about Jonathan. I remember, I'm sure that many people who are on the call, who are in the company since, I don't know, 2 years now, 1.5 years now, they remembered all the tours when we started this whole company, this whole movement on German-speaking ground. And it was Jonathan Lopez and Julian Kuschner who came here. So I want to introduce you. Ich möchte euch jetzt Jonathan Lopez vorstellen. Leute, macht bitte einmal im Chat. Oh, ich sehe gerade, wir haben über 710 Accounts auf diesem Call. Das heißt, in den ganzen Wohnzimmern verteilt, auf den ganzen Couches, auf den ganzen Home-Events, die heute stattgefunden haben oder Teamtraining-Räumen oder irgendwo auf einer Wiese sind gerade mehr als 1000 Menschen. Mehr als 1000 Menschen, die hier gerade zuschauen. Johnny, we have over 1000 people on the call. So the team is fired up for the Colombian legend, the Chairman 50, Mr. Jonathan Lopez. Johnny, I hope that's you. All right, Johnny, can you hear me? Johnny? Are you there? Yo, perfect. All right, go, bro. You're ready to go. Take your time. The time is not running, but I'm sure that you have a lot of content to drop right now for the fam. So let's get it.
All right. Before we even start, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Felix, Maurice. You know, every single one of you guys over there. And actually, let me start my camera. It says video has stopped. Can you help me out? Can you unlock me? Because I'm trying to unlock the camera if you can do.
Unlock this video.
Oh.
Just give it back to us, Johnny, after you finish.
Oh, that's fine. There's no video. It's not letting me. Well, while we're figuring this out, right, I just want to say, guys, I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Definitely, it's been a long way coming. It's been almost 2 years since the first initial launch in Germany. Something we like to say with Julian is nothing's perfect, right? But as long as there's a will, there's a way, you know. So I appreciate every single one of you guys that's been on this call, that's been through ups, downs, you know, left, right. I just want to say, hey, listen, as we grow together, as we go, right? One thing that I could tell you is that we learn, we grow, and we keep on duplicating. So with that being said, thank you very much for being on this call, because understand that the first time, the first rule, the first thing you need to do, right, to duplicate, to hit this multiple 6- and 7-figure income, like Bryce Thompson, right, 23-year-old multiple, right, 6- and 7-figure earner at a very young age, is that you have to plug into a system. You have to have mentors, right? So today I'm gonna give you 5 core fundamental tips on how to build your business. And Felix, I see you still playing with the camera. It doesn't work. There you go. Perfect. Thank you very much, right? So number one, right? First of all, first thing my mentor once taught me when I joined this business when I was 16, I'm 26 now. It feels like forever. You know, we've been doing this business for quite a while, right? He said, Johnny, you have to understand that you got to fire your upline. Today, if you're in this call, right? Number one, get fired up. Number two, fire your upline, right? We tell you all the time, listen, I appreciate and give thanks to the person who brought you into the business, but don't have your results be a direct correlation of what your upline does or doesn't do. You see, back in the day when I was 16, right, I didn't make any money for 2 years for a simple reason, right? I saw someone who signed me up. He was my upline, but he was not a mentor. And I try to duplicate everything he did. I try to emulate everything he did, but right, what I was seeing is that I was dependent on him and his success for my business. Today, right, use the tools, use Alex and Felix, right, use Richard Büttner, use Maurice, use Michael Amberger, use all your uplines and their tools, right, but don't depend on them for your success. What does that mean? Fire them. You see, today, right, we travel over 30, 40 plus countries. Thank God, you know, after 16 years, 16, 18, 19, you know, we finally made multiple 6-figure income, right? But today I will tell you this, listen, stop playing the blaming game, right? Stop blaming people for your success. And if it's up to be, it's up to you. You see, I heard that phrase a long time ago, but it clicked when I was 18. It clicked when I was in the broke college kid in St. Louis University when I was showing this business. I saw a multiple 6-figure earner who was 19. You guys most likely know him. His name is Julian Kuschner. And he told me one thing. He said, look, Johnny, I'll give you the tools, but it's up to you. So today, I tell you, fire your upline. Do not play the blaming game, right? You see, some of us, we go around life and we sign up our 3 people. We sign up, we hit P150, we hit P600, and we think that the game is done. We think that the business is done. We expect our downline to go out and do everything for us. No. You see, this business, it's called IBO. When you enter this business, you're an independent business owner, right? Independent business owner, right? We give you the tools, but guess what, right? Just because you sign 1, 2, 3, 12, 15 people doesn't mean you're done. Doesn't mean just because you have a downline, doesn't mean just because you have a team that you can sit back and relax. Why, right? It's because you got to constantly be showing the business. You got to be constantly on phase 1, and you always got to be constantly, right, working. It's called network marketing. Work. Stop getting caught up in this whole blaming game, right? Oh, I'm not doing all the leadership calls because Maurice isn't doing them. I'm not saying you're not, Maurice. I love all you boys. I'm using it as an example. Oh, is that my team isn't growing because Felix, you know what? He's not doing all the presentations. He's not doing a presentation every other day. Oh, is that my cross line is doing a presentation and I can't do it today? Stop blaming people around you. Stop blaming the circumstances you're on, right? And if it's up to me, it's up to you. Fire your upline. Remember, right? Your success is only on you, right? We're here to give you the tools, but don't play the blaming game, right? If it's up to me, it's up to me. Number 2, right? Understand that you have to have a bigger reason why you're doing this business. You see, at a young age, I saw this business and I saw it and I joined, and I had my main reason was to make a lot of money. And if you're on this call today, most of you, right, your first initial business, right, you joined this because you wanted to make a lot of money. You see, something I found out, right, and thank God I have mentors who made multiple 7 figures at a very young age, say, look, listen, Johnny, right, yes, it's nice to join for the money, but when I joined for the money, I found everything but the money. You see, when I realized and I switched the reasoning why I joined this business, right, when I saw that thanks to the opportunity, I was open-minded too, and I was willing to share with people, not selling, sharing, right, I started making the money. So today, if you have your main reasons why is to make a lot of money, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying switching it up, right, to have 2 simple reasons. 1, you ready? You see, Julian and myself, we don't stop because we say it all the time. Our main reason for this business is to have 100 chairmen in our group, right? We want to help 100 people make multiple 6- and 7-figure income. Why? Why not? You see, at our previous company, we have 55 people making a 6-figure income thanks to the opportunity you're sharing. So today, understand that this business is much bigger than yourself, much bigger than just you, much bigger than just your pockets, right? And change the reason why you're doing this business. If you're not making money, but you're helping your people make money and hit them P600, why not? You see, some of us, we focus on our pockets too much. You see, I understood coming into this business, right, that if I help enough people make the amount of money or get what they want, by default, you get what you want. If you can help somebody hit P600, P1000, P2000, then do it. You're changing their life. And guess what? I think, and I know for a fact, my mentor said, listen, somebody's effort on this business correlates to the amount or the check that they made last month. So if somebody joins your business, it's because they believe in you. But if somebody stays in your business, it's because you help them make a check for the next month. You see, I don't focus on how much money I can make. I focus on how many people, how many lives I can impact, and how much I can help them not only make, but change. So today, change the reason why you join and you promote towards your ranks. Next, it's called, what is your blueprint? Do you have a blueprint, right? And this is something very, very important. You see, we tell you all the time, hey, do you run your day or does your day run you? But that's very, very, very true. If you see, most people wake up and they think that they just wake up and they have this, today I'm going to do iMarkets Live. Today I'm going to do IML. Today I'm going and I'm actually going to present. Stop switching up your schedule and start focusing on having a blueprint. You see, this business is like any other business, right? This business, you need a roadmap. You need direction to get where you want to know. Today, I suggest you do 2 things. 1, right? Some of us on this call say we're going to hit chairman, but we don't even know how much volume it takes to hit. Some of us don't even know how many people on each leg it takes or what qualifications it takes to get there. So today, number 1, go back and create a blueprint, right? Know exactly how much volume you need to hit chairman 2, know exactly, right? Every leg, how many rank ups you need to have or what ranks you're going to have for chairman. Number 3, right? Set a blueprint on how many presentations you're going to do a day to hit chairman. You see, it's very simple. I do this with you guys all the time. If you're trying to hit, for example, the lower end ranks, P600, right? And out of 10 people, right, 6 tell you you're crazy, or 3 tell you you're crazy, 7 tell you you're crazy, right? And you can only sign 3 people a week. Guess what? 3 times 4 equals 12. So you're trying to hit P600, right? In 1 month, what do I tell you? Go out and show the business, right? Every week to minimum, you ready? Minimum 15 people. Have a consistent blueprint. You see, every other day, Julian and myself, we try to show the business to our 10 to 15 people. You see, we don't go work where we're edified. That's perfect, and that's nice when you hit the big ranks. Oh my God, today there's a big event there, and we're gonna go do it. No, you see, what we do differently is, for example, I grab every other month, right, from every leg, the person with the highest PSRV, which is personal retail volume, right? I sit down with them and I see how I can help them get to the next level. Why? Because they put it in the business, they put it in the work, they're new, and I'm just doing everything for them so I can facilitate their rank ups. And I focus on Percy enrolling at least 3 people that hit P600. I have a blueprint. Do you have a blueprint, right? It's like me driving here from Frankfurt, right, to Berlin. If we don't know where we're going, if we don't have GPS, are you ever going to get there? Most likely. But if you have a GPS, right, you'll probably get there faster than without a GPS, correct? So today, have a blueprint for your business. Next, understand this is not a one day someday, but every day I'm on my way. You see, some of us, we get too caught up on other things that happen around us, right? Some of us, we get emotional, we get excited, and we put in the work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months, something happens and we stop. Our consistency level stops, and we stop, right? We stop from actually consuming the fruit that we grow. You see, this business is like a tree. It's like growing, right, a tree. You ready? First you plant the seed, then you put the water, then the tree grows, and the last thing to grow, it's the fruit that you eat, right? So the last thing to grow is the fruit that you eat. Some of us, we plant the seed, we water it down, and the tree grows, but we quit before we could actually even taste the fruit. Stay consistent. It's an every other day thing. No, it's a every day I'm on my way. Have that mentality. Today I'm not where I want to be. Perfect. But every day I'm one step closer because I'm doing a personal development when I can't show the presentation. Because I'm showing the presentation when I can't be trading. Because I'm trading or I'm showing people how to use their service, right? When they can't show the business aspects. But every day you're on your way. What does that mean? Show the business, show the product, use the product, grow your mind, grow the development, and over time, guess what? You're going to have the fruits. And with that being said, right, the last but not least, because I want to pass it back, this is not a call for us. This is a call. We have a very special guest, somebody that we actually admire, and we're looking over who's creating the most momentum, the whole company at a very young age, right? But the last thing I want to stop with is, guys, don't get caught up today with the start-stop syndrome, right? And that's adding up to the last thing I just said, start-stop syndrome. Today, ask yourself, right? I want you to be real with yourself and ask yourself, hey, listen, if in the last 48 hours, I haven't been productive, not reactive, but productive, I haven't been showing the plan, I haven't been personally, right, enrolling people or showing the plan myself, right? Please go back and understand that you got to stop from that start-stop syndrome. What does that mean, right? You see, my mentor at a young age said, Johnny, this is the problem with most people that join this business, right? First they start, they get excited because they're new to the business. When you got started, right, when you saw iMarkets Live, when you joined an MLM company, right, when you first saw this business, you were stoked out of your mind. I was fired up. I couldn't sleep for over 2 weeks, right? I was trying to grow. I was trying to learn everything. I was trying to do everything myself, right? But over time, guess what, right? Once after the initial momentum or the initial hype stops, most people stop themselves, right? They stop themselves from growing. They stop themselves from showing the business. They stop themselves from actually going out and doing, right, the one-on-ones because they think they're too big or because they know it all, right? And they get this syndrome when they start and they stop. The work you put in today, it's not going to pay off 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now, but 30 to 60 days. So what does that mean? Delete the start-stop syndrome, and guess what? Every other day, put in the work. You wake up, you have a flat tire, guess what? Perfect. Maybe I need to lose some weight and I need to go to walk to the Starbucks to do a one-on-one. You broke your leg, you know what? Perfect. Have that positive mentality that no matter what, perfect. You know what? I'm going to go to crutches and I'm going to do a one-on-one. If you feel bad today because your boyfriend or girlfriend broke up with you, guess what's the best way? It's called Rita. Recruiting is the answer. If you don't feel good today or your business isn't where you want to be, then go Rita. Recruiting is the answer. So with that being said, guys, thank you very much for being on this call. We're setting up one last tour right before or after convention with Maurice and all the boys over there. I want to pass it back to the legend, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Maurice Summer. Thank you very much for having me on this call. Super excited to actually hear from a multiple seven-figure earner at a 23-year-old age who's about to shut it down. So Maurice, Felix, thank you very much. Love you boys to death and see you very soon.
Bro, I need to give the host back to Felix. Not end the call, please.
I'm not ending a call. Give me a second. Give it back.
Yeah. Just give me back the host.
Yo, guys, let's make some fire for Johnny.
Yeah. Give it up for Jonathan Lopez. 11111. 11111. Okay. Yes, Maurice, you're the host.
Yes, I'm giving it back to you, bro. Just a moment.
All right, perfect.
Let's go.
Easy peasy. Perfect, guys. I'm back. Thanks a lot, Johnny. Appreciate it. Big time. Much love, guys. If you have some love for this gentleman and for the content he just dropped, give it up. Put some 111 in the chat. And I'm going to continue in German. Also Leute, ich werde jetzt weitermachen, den nächsten Sprecher ankündigen. Könnt ihr mal ein bisschen raten im Chat oder einfach mal vielleicht ein paar Flammen in den Chat schicken, wenn ihr meint, der nächste Speaker könnte auch ein bisschen Content droppen. Der nächste Speaker könnte ganz interessant werden von dem, was gleich kommen wird. Es können ja nur 3 Leute sein. Ja, ich glaube, John hat schon ein bisschen erwähnt, dass Bryce Thompson eher so am Ende kommen wird. Der nächste Sprecher ist jemand, der nicht Englisch sprechen wird. Es ist der einzige deutsche Sprecher heute auf dem Call. Ich rede von Richard Büttner, der Mann, der damals vor knapp 2 Jahren den Mut hatte, wirklich mal nach links zu schauen, die Scheuklappen abzulegen und zu sagen, hey, was ist eigentlich dieses iMarkets Live? Ich sehe da immer viele Profite, ich sehe, da funktioniert irgendwie was. Ja, lass uns doch mal auschecken, lass uns mal irgendwie gucken und Fragen stellen. Und Richard hat es möglich gemacht damals. Er hat den Mut gehabt zu starten. Richard ist heute, Tag heute 2019, gehört er zu den Top 5 im gesamten europäischen Raum, was das Network Marketing angeht. Er ist Europas Nummer 1 in iMarkets Live als Chairman 50, als Chairman 50 mit gerade mal 25 Jahren. Wahnsinnige Leistung, wirklich. Und Richard ist nicht nur eine verdammt gute Upline, sondern auch als Mensch ein sehr, sehr guter Mentor. Er inspiriert wirklich nicht nur Tausende, wirklich Zehntausende, Hunderttausende weltweit. Seine Social Media Followings sind wirklich crazy. Von dem Mann kann man definitiv lernen, wie auch Branding funktioniert. Und vor allem wird Richard jetzt die nächsten 10 Minuten nicht aus Deutschland, sondern aus einem ganz anderen Land auch eine Message mit euch teilen. Von daher, Leute, packt nochmal eine 555 in den Chat, wenn ihr ready seid für Richard, Deutschlands, Europas Nummer 1, Chairman 50, Büttner. Okay, Rich, ich werde dich jetzt entmuten. Mach dich ready. Ich bin auf jeden Fall ready. Und Leute, ihr wisst, No-Takers are Moneymakers. No-Takers are Moneymakers. Ihr habt jetzt die Chance, euer Denken komplett zu verändern mit dem, was ihr mitschreibt, weil ihr wisst, wer schreibt, der bleibt. So, ich werde jetzt Rich direkt zum Host machen. Kann auch sein Video teilen, wenn er möchte. Easy. Rich, du müsstest mich hören?
Yo, was geht ab, Bro?
Let's go.
Yes, perfekt. Hört ihr mich gut? Gib mal Feedback. Okay, perfekt. Ja, ich sehe es gerade im Chat. Ich glaube, Felix kann nicht mehr reden. Ich freue mich auf jeden Fall mega, hier am Start zu sein. Und da wir noch 2 weitere extrem krasse Speaker am Start haben, werde ich mich kurz halten mit dem Intro und auch kurz halten mit meiner Message, weil normalerweise droppe ich immer gerne so 30 bis 60 Minuten Messages, um halt wirklich auf die einzelnen wichtigen Punkte einzugehen. Aber wir haben jetzt auch gleich noch einen Call. Ich bin gerade in Kroatien mit Gabriel und Nick von der One Life Rally und haben einen Call mit einem Producer aus Hollywood für den Film, den wir nächstes Jahr rausbringen wollen. Deswegen möchte ich euch auf jeden Fall jetzt in kurzer Zeit mega, mega geile Infos droppen. Werde auch mein Video kurz ausmachen, damit die Verbindung gut ist, weil gerade bei Johnny hat meine Verbindung schon manchmal ein bisschen geleckt und ich möchte, dass ihr zu 100% alle Informationen richtig mitbekommt. Also gebt mir nochmal ein kurzes Go, dass ihr mich perfekt versteht, auch ohne Video, und dann werde ich loslegen. Oh, das ging schnell. Perfekt, alles klar. Ja, was ich gelernt habe von meinen Mentoren im Business, und das ist jetzt in erster Linie aufs Business bezogen, kann aber auch aufs Trading, kann aber auch in alle Lebensbereiche adaptiert und genutzt werden, weil wir leben heutzutage in einer Welt, wo es nicht bloß darauf ankommt, wie schlau du bist oder wie hart du arbeitest oder wie stark du bist, sondern vor allem, wie sehr du dich und dein Skillset an neue Umstände anpassen kannst, weil die Welt eigentlich alle 2, 3 Jahre einen extrem kranken Wechsel betreibt. Wenn wir uns mal zurückerinnern, wo wir geboren sind, die Zeit, ja, ich glaube, die meisten von uns sind geboren, da gab es noch keine Smartphones. Wenn man sich das heutzutage anschaut, so, da sieht man 10-jährige Kinder mit Smartphones rumlaufen. Das, was früher in Autos in der Spezial-Sonderausstattung drin war, das ist heutzutage Standard geworden. Und einfach die komplette Welt in der Technologie, in der Art und Weise, wie wir auch unsere Unternehmen aufbauen, durch das Internet und durch das digitalisierte Zeitalter, hat sich sehr, sehr viel verändert. Und ihr seid auf jeden Fall schon mal den meisten Leuten, 99% aller Menschen, einen riesigen Schritt voraus, allein hier auf dem Call zu sein. Aber das Wissen, was euch wirklich langfristig erfolgreich macht, das ist schon uralt. Das ist älter als wahrscheinlich die meisten Familienstammbäume von uns, die wir kennen. Und ist wirklich mehrere Tausende, wenn nicht sogar Zehntausende Jahre alt. Weil Erfolg in jeder Situation, und hier jetzt bezogen aufs Business, entsteht immer daraus, indem ich Probleme löse. Ja, die meisten Menschen denken immer, okay, ich werde das Business aufbauen oder ich werde Trading lernen, wenn ich Zeit übrig habe. Wo ich mir denke, okay, Zeit übrig haben, das geschieht ja eigentlich nicht. Man verwendet ja die Zeit für irgendetwas. Und es wird nie der Zeitpunkt kommen, wo man irgendwie mehr Zeit hat. Jeder von uns hat dieselbe Anzahl von Stunden am Tag. Die Art und Weise, wie wir diese Stunden verwenden. Ja, I need like 10 minutes. Ja. Und die Zeit, wie wir unsere Zeit verbringen, das ist das Wichtige. Ja, und wir werden heutzutage nicht mehr auf Stunden bezahlt, ja, vor allem in Business-Geschichten, sondern wir werden vor allem auf den Value, den wir bringen, auf den Mehrwert, den wir bringen, bezahlt. Ja, aber erfolgreich zu sein heißt nicht bloß, dass du mehr Geld verdienst. Im Endeffekt, dass du mehr Geld verdienst, heißt einfach bloß, dass das eine direkte Reflexion von dem Service und von dem Mehrwert, den du an die Gesellschaft gibst. Ja, das ist einfach eine Reflexion von dem, was du bist. Ja, weil die meisten Menschen denken, okay, ich bin jetzt an dem Punkt in meinem Leben angekommen und vielleicht wird es nicht weiter hinauskommen. Ja, da gibt es auch dieses Zitat, Menschen sterben mit 25, aber werden erst mit 75 begraben. Also die meisten Menschen, warum? Weil ihre Ziele, Träume, Wünsche und das, was eigentlich in ihnen steckt, das Geschenk. Ja, deswegen heißt es im Englischen auch present. Ja, das heißt Gegenwart und present, Geschenk, ist ein und dasselbe Wort im Englischen. Und wenn wir uns mal wirklich mit Wörtern beschäftigen, ja, sind Wörter wie Magie. Deswegen heißt es im Englischen auch Spelling. Ja, Spell steht für Zauber und Ing steht einfach für die Zeitform dieses Wortes. Das heißt, die Art und Weise, wie wir sprechen und wie wir gewisse Dinge buchstabieren und wie wir sie aussprechen, hat einen sehr, sehr großen Impact auf uns und die Menschen um uns herum. Und wenn wir das verstehen, können wir es auch in die richtige Richtung lenken. Ja, wir müssen immer uns bewusst sein, wenn unser Einkommen eine direkte Reflexion von dem Service, den wir providen, ist, dass das einfach bloß eine direkte Kompensation davon ist. Ja? Und niemand von uns wird bereit sein für große Probleme, dadurch große Erfolge und dadurch auch ein großes Einkommen, wenn wir nicht bereit sind, die kleinen Dinge zu tun und die kleinen Dinge zu handeln. Beim Kleinen, ja, mit 1.000 Euro im Monat, 2.000 Euro im Monat, ist es leichter, sich zu managen, als später dann mit 10, 20, 30.000 Euro im Monat oder mehr. Warum? Weil die Ausgaben, die du unnötig produzierst mit einem kleinen Einkommen, die wirst du auch mit einem großen Einkommen produzieren, bloß sie haben dadurch einen viel, viel größeren Negativeffekt. Ja, und im Endeffekt geht es bloß darum, zu wachsen und anderen Menschen zu helfen, zu wachsen und von Plateau zu Plateau zu gehen. Es ist ganz normal, dass wir uns aufwärts bewegen, ja, im Business Momentum haben, danach eine Seitwärtsbewegung geschieht, vielleicht eine Korrektur, wie auch im Forex-Markt oder im Kryptomarkt oder im Aktienmarkt, und es danach wieder bergauf geht. Ja, und um mehr zu haben, als du aktuell hast, musst du mehr werden, als du aktuell bist. Denn was du wirst aus dem, was du tust, ist wichtiger als das, was du bekommst. Die wichtige Frage in einem Job oder einem Business oder in einer Tätigkeit ist nicht, was bekomme ich dafür? Die wichtige Frage ist, was werde ich dadurch? Denn was du wirst, ist eine direkte Beeinflussung aus dem, was du bekommst. Stell dir es einfach so vor. Das, was du jetzt in diesem Moment, wo wir miteinander reden, hast, ist eine Reflexion von der Person, die du heute bist. Persönlichkeitsentwicklung ist im Endeffekt bloß ein Push, der dir hilft, aus deiner Komfortzone herauszutreten. Ja, es ist ein Struggle. Ja, es ist eine Herausforderung. Es geht darum, ja, dass man gewinnt, aber im Endeffekt ist es kein Kampf gegen andere Menschen oder gegen andere Businesses. Es ist ein Kampf gegen euch selbst, gegen eure eigenen Dämonen, gegen euren eigenen Schweinehund oder wie auch immer man es nennen möchte. Und darum geht es im Leben. Ja, es ist der Struggle und die Herausforderung, die euch dabei hilft, euch selbst zu entwickeln und eure Skills zu entwickeln, um etwas Neues im Marktplatz von Wert zu kreieren und damit anderen Menschen zu helfen. Dadurch, wenn ihr mehr Mehrwert gebt, habt ihr auch mehr Erfolg, habt dadurch ein höheres Einkommen und habt mehr in eurem Leben und könnt das dann wieder verwenden. Denn alles sind im Endeffekt Ressourcen, alles basiert auf Energie. Egal ob Geld, egal ob Heu, egal ob Eisen, egal ob Bitcoin, egal ob Diamanten, was auch immer. Das ist alles bloß eine Form von Energie, die verwendet wird, um beispielsweise zu handeln oder auch Dinge zu kreieren. Ja, neue Gewohnheiten funktionieren nicht einfach von heute auf morgen. Ja, man braucht normalerweise 21 Tage Minimum. Ja, ist aber 21 Tage ist so der goldene Mittelwert, um eine neue Gewohnheit zu etablieren. Aber es dauert 90 Tage, um das wirklich in euren Lifestyle zu etablieren und euren Lifestyle zu verändern. Und wenn du Momentum in einer gewissen Richtung entwickelst, ist es nicht einfach, das zu ändern, aber es ist möglich. Ja, es ist nicht einfach, aber es ist möglich. Und alle schönen Dinge im Leben sind nicht einfach, aber sie sind möglich und sie sind leicht auszuführen, wenn du bereit bist, das zu tun. Erfolg ist 10% Inspiration und 90% daran, wie dein Wille bereit ist, auf dieses Level zu kommen und diese Inspiration, die du in dir trägst, nach außen zu tragen und dich danach selbst zu formen und weiterentwickeln. Manchmal musst du einfach die Bücher lesen, neue Skillsets lernen und dich auf ein neues Tempo einstellen und vor allem deinen Kopf auf ein neues Level bringen. Ich war vor 2 Jahren mit Christopher Terry in Zypern und habe da mir im Hotel eine Massage gegönnt. Und danach hat mich die Masseuse so gefragt, so, ob ich Sport mache. Und zu dem Zeitpunkt habe ich halt 0 Sport gemacht, weil ich 100% Fokus auf mein Business hatte, weil ich weiß, wenn ich 100% Resultate haben möchte, muss ich 100% Energie und Fokus reinlegen. Und sie meinte danach zu mir, als sie mich ein bisschen ausgefragt hat, was ich mache, und das, wo ich auch gesagt habe, dass ich viel am Reisen bin, da meinte sie, hey, im Endeffekt bist du wie ein Leistungssportler, weil dein Körper steht ständig unter Strom, dein Kopf ist ständig in Aktion, du verdienst dein Geld nicht direkt mit deinem Körper, aber mit deinem Wissen und mit deinem Gedächtnis und deswegen muss dein Körper aber zu 100% fit sein, damit dein Kopf auch zu 100% arbeitet. Ja, das ist wichtig zu verstehen. Inspiration ist schön, aber es ist auch wichtig, Disziplin an den Tag zu legen und bereit sein, die Opfer zu bringen, jeden Tag motiviert zu sein und das zu tun, was wichtig ist. Da kommt es gar nicht darauf an, wie viele Bücher du gelesen hast, sondern wie viel Wissen du aus einem Buch herausziehst und wirklich in dein Leben implementierst. Alle erfolgreichen Menschen, die ich die letzten 2 Jahre kennenlernen durfte, haben genau dieses Wissen und haben teilweise kein einziges Personal Development Book in ihrem Leben gelesen. Ja, ich habe auch gestern erst auf der Autofahrt, ich bin nach Ljubljana in Slowenien geflogen und wir sind dann über Nacht nach Split gefahren, haben kurz auf der Autobahn 10 Minuten geschlafen, sind irgendwann um 6 oder um 7 angekommen, haben dann nochmal 2 Stunden geschlafen, waren jetzt den ganzen Tag unterwegs und haben mega die geilen Gespräche geführt. Ich meinte dann so zu Nick, hey, pass mal auf, so, was hast du für Bücher gelesen? Weil das, was du sagst und worüber wir reden, das ist genau das, was ich Leuten versuche beizubringen. Und er meinte, ich habe nie ein Buch gelesen, das Leben hat es mir beigebracht. Ja, und das ist wichtig, das Leben wird euch sehr viele Lektionen bieten. Ihr müsst bloß offen sein dafür und ihr müsst Augen und Ohren haben, um das Ganze zu verstehen und aufzunehmen. Erfolg ist nicht das Ziel, Erfolg ist der Prozess. Ja, Erfolg ist die Reise dorthin. Und so sorgst du auch dafür, dass du immer weiter motiviert und inspiriert bleibst, weil du deine Ziele natürlich auch anhand deiner Resultate und an deinem persönlichen Wachstum immer weiter anpasst und dich im besten Falle emotional von allen materiellen Dingen löst. Weil wie ich das auch in einem Teamcall gestern auf der Autobahn gesagt habe, wenn dein Ziel zum Beispiel ist, einen Porsche 911 zu fahren, aber du nicht bereit bist, dieses materielle Ziel, vor allem wenn du es erreicht hast, loszulassen, dann bist du nicht ready, um aufs nächste Level zu kommen. Ja? Und indem du selbst deine Ziele definierst und weißt, wohin du gehen möchtest, kannst du selbst für dich natürlich ein Leben kreieren, was sich lohnt, dafür hart zu arbeiten. Ja, mit den wichtigsten Grundsäulen wie Glück, Gesundheit, Wachstum, Purpose, Spiritualität, Familie, Liebe, ja, auch natürlich geschäftlicher Erfolg, ganz, ganz viele Punkte. Und da kannst du dir zu all diesen Punkten Dinge aufschreiben, die für dich wichtig sind und dadurch dein persönliches Traumleben definieren. Ja, im Endeffekt so persönliche Glückseligkeit wirkt im ersten Moment immer wie eine sehr egoistische Angelegenheit. Aber für die Menschen, die es wirklich verstehen, die haben eins erkannt: Wenn ich selbst nicht zu 100% glücklich bin, kann ich an andere Menschen auch kein Glück und keine positive Energie weitergeben. Ja, und sobald ihr das versteht und euer Denken und eure Wahrnehmung ändert und das Ganze nicht nur als rein egoistisch, sondern auch als Service, ja, als Serving sozusagen, also dem Rest der Menschheit dienen, seht, dann habt ihr ein ganz anderes Gefühl dazu, baut eine ganz andere Beziehung dazu auf, auch zu der Energie und zu der Relationship, und könnt dadurch glücklicher werden und andere Menschen glücklicher machen. Ja, genauso wie Gesundheit, habe ich ja eben auch schon drüber geredet, wie ich dann vor 2 Jahren auf jeden Fall auch verstanden habe, dass ich da einen größeren Fokus drauf legen muss. Ich bin noch jung, aber jetzt ist der richtige Zeitpunkt, um mich wirklich von Körper und Geist in allen Richtungen aufs nächste Level zu bringen. Und euer Purpose ist im Endeffekt das Licht am Ende des Tunnels. Das ist die Sache, die, egal wie viel Geld ihr verdient oder nicht verdient, egal wie viele Menschen euch lieben oder nicht lieben, egal wie viele Menschen hinter euch stehen und euch unterstützen, das ist die Sache, für die ihr bereit seid, immer wieder alles zu geben und euch nicht davon abhalten zu lassen. Ja, und um wirklich selbstbewusst in eurer Herangehensweise an das Leben, an euer Business, an eure Beziehungen und an einfach all euer Sein, um wirklich selbstbewusst zu sein, müsst ihr vor allem euch dazu committen, ihr selbst zu sein. Ja, Selbstvertrauen ist eine dieser wirklich game-changing Qualities, würde ich fast sagen, die euch dabei hilft, auf der einen Seite eine Empathie mit anderen Menschen aufzubauen, aber auch Mut in anderen Menschen hervorzurufen und eine Anziehungskraft, Gravity sozusagen zu entwickeln, die andere Menschen in euren Bann zieht. Und wenn ihr eure Energie raised und andere Menschen von eurer Sicht auf die Dinge, eurer Sicht auf die Welt und den Resultaten, die ihr anderen Menschen bringt, aber auch für euch und eure Familie gebracht habt, ja, dann sorgt ihr dafür, dass ihr auch anderen Menschen den Deckel über dem Limit, was sie sich selbst gesetzt haben, abziehen und damit auf neue Ebenen hinauswachsen lassen, was sie sich selbst vielleicht vorher gar nicht vorstellen konnten. Ja, und euer Purpose ist das, was wirklich langfristig euch dabei hilft, etwas zu kreieren, was die Welt braucht. Ja, zum Beispiel auch das Buch zu schreiben, was ihr schon immer mal lesen wolltet. Ja, was definitiv eine der Sachen ist. Also ich habe jetzt vor 2 Wochen ein Buch released, gemeinsam mit Jack Canfield und anderen sehr, sehr erfolgreichen und Top-Experten in ihren Bereichen, was auch direkt sehr erfolgreich gelauncht ist. Aber ich werde natürlich auch definitiv noch ein Buch alleine rausbringen und nicht bloß eins. Ja, ich möchte den Film produzieren, den ich gern selber sehen möchte, und genau dasselbe wünsche ich euch auch. Ja, ich möchte die Charities und Stiftungen supporten, die vielleicht niemand anders supportet, oder einfach das Ganze wirklich cool und sexy machen, damit wir gemeinsam als Menschheit aufs nächste Level hinaus wachsen, uns unterstützen und in eine neue goldene Ära schreiten. Und all diese Dinge sind bloß möglich, indem ich selbst an mein Limit gehe und indem ich selbst mehr werde, als ich aktuell bin, um mehr zu bekommen. Ja, und das ist jetzt, wie gesagt, nicht bloß geschäftstechnisch gesehen, sondern auf alle Lebensaspekte, um mehr zu bekommen von der guten Energie, von dem Purpose, von dem Glücksgefühl, von der Dankbarkeit und so weiter. Ja, und im Endeffekt ist auch der Abschlusspunkt, es ist wichtig, wie euer eigenes Selbstbild ist. Ja, weil die meisten Menschen haben sehr, sehr viel Potenzial. Ich bin zu 100% überzeugt, dass jeder Mensch erfolgreich werden kann in irgendeinem Bereich. Bloß sie beschäftigen sich zu wenig mit sich selbst, um herauszufinden, wo sie wirklich gut sind und wo sie wirklich begeistert sind. Und dass sie den Willen nicht an den Tag legen, dass sie den Willen nicht an den Tag legen und zu faul sind, um wirklich aus ihrer Komfortzone herauszutreten und sich selbst mal einzugestehen, ja, Self-Image, wie ihr euch selbst seht, dass man sich eingesteht, okay, ich war jetzt die letzten 6 Monate nicht zu 100% auf meiner Höhe. Ich hatte die Möglichkeit, mir schon ein profitables Business oder ein profitables Trading-Konto aufzubauen, aber ich habe es einfach nicht durchgezogen, weil ich ein auf gut Deutsch gesagt, faules Stück Scheiße war. Aber ich bin bereit, jetzt in der Gegenwart zu realisieren, wer ich bin, was ich getan habe, was ich positiv gemacht habe, was nicht so gut gelaufen ist, mich zu verändern, neue Gewohnheiten zu kreieren, mein Purpose und meine Richtung, in der ich mein gesamtes Leben ausrichte, neu auszurichten und damit in eine neue und bessere Zukunft zu gehen, indem ich diesen jetzigen Moment, das Present, also das Geschenk der Gegenwart, wirklich wertschätze und das Leben so sehe, wie es wirklich ist, nämlich das größte Geschenk, was wir jemals als Menschheit bekommen haben. Ich freue mich auf jeden Fall auf den nächsten Call. Ich weiß, wir haben noch 2 sehr, sehr, sehr geile Speaker und freue mich enorm auf Bryce, weil Bryce ist auf jeden Fall eine Person in dieser Industrie, im Network, wo ich meinen Hut davor ziehen kann. Er und sein Geschäftspartner Nate sind die einzigen Leute bei IML, die jünger sind als ich und denselben Rang haben oder sogar einen höheren Rang in Bryces Fall haben als ich. Und auch in der gesamten Industrie die einzigen, die jünger sind als ich und weniger Jahre in der Industrie sind, länger bei IML, aber weniger Jahre in der Industrie sind, dadurch weniger Erfahrung haben und vorher keine einzige andere Firma aufgebaut haben und trotzdem erfolgreicher sind. Davor kann ich absolut nur meinen Hut ziehen. Deswegen schreibt euch auf jeden Fall so viele Nuggets auf, aber vor allem saugt die Energie auf, denn Momentum ist ansteckend, Marketing ist ansteckend und lasst uns auf jeden Fall gemeinsam aufs nächste Level gehen. Ich freue mich enorm drauf. Ich mache Felix wieder zum Host, wünsche euch einen mega geilen Abend, jump jetzt in meinen anderen Call rein und freue mich auf jeden Fall, euch auf einem der nächsten Events zu sehen. Peace out, bye bye und Felix.
Okay. Danke dir, Bro. Vielen, vielen Dank, dass du dir die Zeit genommen hast. Ich wertschätze es extrem. Leute, packt bitte mal ein paar Herzen oder nochmal eine 555 in den Chat, wenn ihr es genauso appreciated wie ich, dass Richard sich gerade die Zeit genommen hat, hier auf dem Call mit uns zu sein. Der Junge ist busy wie kein anderer und ist gerade schon wieder auf Geschäftstermin irgendwo außerhalb von Deutschland. Von daher, Leute, give it up for Rich. Perfekt. Nächster Sprecher ist auch eine Person, die auf dem Level Chairman 50 ist, Chairman 50. Jemand, mit dem ich selber auch schon seit knapp 3,5 Jahren zusammenarbeite. Eine Person, die tatsächlich extrem gut connected ist. Und das ist eine Sache, die ich von ihm immer wieder gelernt habe und auch von Anfang an lernen wollte. Ihr müsst euch vorstellen, die Person, die gleich sprechen wird, ist jemand, der ist mit Richard Branson connected. Ja, er ist ein Unternehmer, den kennt man. Mit einem, wie heißt der Boxer? Mike Tyson mit dem Ohr. Mike Tyson, mit ihm ist er auch connected. Er ist mit dem Sohn von Puff Daddy, von Diddy connected. Und man sagt ja immer so, dass man in dieser Welt immer 5 Ecken voneinander entfernt ist. Das heißt, über 5 Ecken kennst du den Papst. Und ich dachte mir immer, das kann doch nicht sein. Ja, das kann nicht sein, aber Marc und Alex und Adrian, was weiß ich, wenn die immer so rumlaufen und irgendwie über unsere Leben gerade reden, dann fällt uns immer wieder auf, wie tatsächlich gut wir doch wirklich connected sind. Ja? Und das ist eine Sache, auch diese Calls, auch diese Message gerade von Richard. Ich meine, allein dafür, so ein Mentorship zu bekommen, sind schon 200 bis 300 Euro im Monat wert. Easy, easy. Lassen wir IML komplett raus. Die Möglichkeit, hier mit Traden zu lernen, Multimillionär zu werden. Die Möglichkeit, diese Website anderen Menschen zu zeigen und damit auch Multimillionär zu werden. Lassen wir das Ganze mal weg. Einfach nur diese Mentorship-Calls. Ja, weil es gibt keine andere Industrie. Deswegen ist Network Marketing auch so wunderschön und sowas extrem Kraftvolles. Ja, du hast nirgendwo anders die Möglichkeit, von Multimillionären zu lernen, von Menschen, die nicht viel älter sind als du, aber schon 100.000 Mal mehr erfolgreich sind, finanziell zum Beispiel, oder auch in anderen Bereichen. Und einen David Moniti, einen Richard, einen Bryce Thompson, einen Johnny, einen Julian, nehmen sich die Zeit und helfen euch erfolgreich zu werden. In welchem anderen Geschäft zeigen dir Multimillionäre, wie du besser wirst als sie? Gibt's nicht. Ja? Und allein das müsst ihr mal klar werden, euch, was ihr wirklich für eine Goldgrube habt und was ihr für einen Backbone haben könntet, wenn ihr nach draußen geht. Ja, ich sage immer, wie ein Lamborghini-Fahrer. Eine breite Brust wie ein Lamborghini-Fahrer. Allein solche Calls sind es doch schon wert. Ja? Okay, nächster Sprecher ist Julian Kuschner, Chairman 50, auch aus Miami, Geschäftspartner von Jonathan Lopez, den ihr auch gerade schon gehört habt. Ist auch schon seit Jahren, wirklich fast so lange wie Alex Morton in der Industrie. Hat damals eine andere Firma als Alex aufgebaut, hat damals mit 21 schon über 60.000 verdient im Monat, hat damals schon in Miami das Luxusleben gelebt. Das heißt, der Junge lebt dieses Leben auch schon ein bisschen länger, ist vor allem auch consistent. Ja? Julian, you can hear me right now, I guess. Julian is a person who's really consistent, is having a big income in network marketing since nearly a decade. Julian built up teams over 15,000 people and is close to hit the Chairman 100 rank. So guys, give it up, put some flames in the chat box, put some 666s in the chat if you're ready for Mr. Julian Kuschner. Let's go. Okay, Julian, I gotta find you right now, and I found you. All right, I will elevate you now to, yeah, perfect. And I will give you the host so you can show us where you are at. Julian, can you hear me? Let's go.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Give me the host back, yeah, to this account after you ended the speech. And bro, I appreciate you that you're taking the time. Tell us about some laws of success that you need to share with the whole family. Let's go.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, like Johnny said, like you guys said, this call is not about us. It's about Bryce, really what he's been able to do. Chairman 100, I am happy and grateful for Bryce. He was just in Miami. Got to sit down and talk and really game plan and mastermind the future from one entrepreneur to another, from one friend to another. So you're going to hear from the best of the best, from somebody that's, again, he'll tell you a story, 23 years old, hit this rank, Chairman 100, is not stopping anytime soon. So want to also give it back to Felix, Johnny, Maurice, Richard, you know, your leadership. You know, everybody here's leadership. You know, these are the people that have had the success that are teaching you how to become successful. My mentor told me, Julian, if somebody has what you want, listen to them, right? Stop talking, open your ears, listen, take notes, right? Observe, report, act. Observe, report, act. Observe what you see out of your eyes. Okay, report on that if it's good information or bad information, which everybody gave you guys good information, and act. Take action. A lot of people observe and report, but they don't take that action step, right? So Bryce took that action step. Richard took that action step. Felix took that action step. Maurice took that action step. Johnny took that action step. David and Monite took that action step. That's why they're where they're at in this business and in life. What I want all of you guys today to do, though, is I want you guys to decide from here on out, you're going to do whatever it takes, right? You're going to do what we did. You're going to do, you know, the income producing activities. You're going to do what Bryce is about to go over, you know, the information he's going to share that got him to Chairman 100. You're going to do whatever it takes. Maybe you didn't do whatever it takes the last 6 months, the last 12 months, the last 18, 19 months since we've been, you know, a part of this, or since you've been a part of the company. But after today, you're going to make a committed decision, a disciplined decision to say, you know what? Maybe the reason why I'm not where I'm at is because of the person in the mirror. Because I haven't made that conscious decision to improving my life, to improving my lifestyle, to helping other people improve theirs. So again, if you want to be walking on stage as a chairman, do what you need to do today. If you want to retire your family, make that decision today. Okay? If you want to buy a nice car, if you want to live this nice lifestyle, travel where you want, when you want, with who you want, make that committed decision today after this call that, again, you're going to do whatever it takes. All right? So I'm going to go for about the next 5 or 6 minutes. I really want Bryce to give you guys so much information. He's such a humble human being, an amazing person, a dude with work ethic. You know, I'll tell you guys, I love Bryce to death, but there's nothing between that separates you from him, right? He'll tell you that all day long. It comes down to work ethic, all right? So I'm going to give about 5 more minutes. I'm going to give it to Bryce, but understand this, guys. Understand this. Challenging habits and being picky about your social circle is going to help you positively disrupt your life. Your life is where it's at because of your decisions, because of your choices, okay? But picking your social circle right now, okay, and picking your habits is going to separate you from the masses, separate you from other people. Think right now, when have you connected and truly connected and reached out to Jonathan, to myself, to Maurice, to Felix, to Richard? When did you ask for advice? When did you ask for mentorship from traders or chairmen or successful people in the business? Do you have their contact information? Are you truly associated with them? And are they in your social circle? Or do you just say you want success, but you have no law of association? You only have the people that you've been comfortable with. I'll tell you firsthand, when I cut my association off, when I stopped associating with people who are going nowhere, who are lying, talking BS, not about success, not about improving their life, when I stopped associating with those people, my life changed. All right, so that's the first thing you need to do. You also need to change your habits, okay? You also need to change your habits. I focus on income-producing habits. Income-producing habits, okay? Recruiting, okay? Even training. It's not a direct income-producing activity, but of course, if you train more people, train your team, your income's gonna go up as well. So, of course, I focus on the right habits. I focus on the events, focus on promoting, focus on recruiting, focus on inviting, and that's been a constant thing for me over the last 8 years. Guys, I've recruited over 800 people personally, okay? When my habits changed, my income changed, okay? Again, when your habits change, your income is going to change, all right? So also I want to tell you guys, focus on one goal at a time. A lot of people have all these different goals, and it's great to have big goals. You want to hit Chairman 10, you want to hit Chairman 50, you want to see massive success, great. Focus on the big goals, but have this focused goal in front of you that you can achieve, that you can accomplish, that you can get done, right? That you can see. Understand, let's just say you want to hit Chairman 10. Again, like Jonathan mentioned, do you know the line max for Chairman 10? Do you know the volume requirements for Chairman 10, right? If not, that's not your goal, right? If it's P600, P1000, do you know the requirements for those ranks? Are you putting in people every single day? Are you taprooting? Are you going through your network and finding people within that network? I'm going to tell you guys a huge thing that's going to separate you come September in Dallas, and then moving from September to 2020 is maybe you're stagnant. Maybe you feel like your team is not growing as fast as you want to grow. Guess what? I challenge each and every one of you to look at every single person on your team. And even if maybe they're not building or active, ask them, who do you know that wants extra income? Who do you know that wants increase? And tap into those people. If somebody's not working, tell them this. You're not committed, you're not working, but guess what? I'm going to help you build an income. Is that okay? I'm going to help you build a residual income. Just give me your contacts. Give me your connections. Put me on, and I'm going to put you on. Okay? So understand that. Focus on one goal at a time. Focus on big goals, but have that goal right in front of you. When I first started network marketing, every morning I woke up. Every single morning I woke up and I said, man, I'm going to do the activity today that's going to get me to an extra $500 a month. And my first company was $500 a month residual. I woke up every single morning in that mentality to hit that goal. Once I reached that goal, I went from $500 to $50,000 a month because I helped people, the masses, understand how to reach that goal. I didn't do anything crazy, but I helped people understand how I reached that goal so they could obtain that goal. Okay? I see it happen all the time. Observe. Entrepreneurs observe. What I've noticed about Bryce consistently, what I've noticed about David Emonitier or other successful leaders, right? All around, company-wide, Latin America, Europe, in Germany, Spain, everywhere. Successful people create a successful culture. Successful people create a successful culture. Listen, you might not have a team like Richard, Maurice, myself, Bryce, David yet, but guess what? Start with the people that you have in your circle. Start with having 2, 3, 4 people on that same focus with success in mind, with personal development in mind. All you need is 2, 3, 4 people, a mastermind. Like in Think and Grow Rich, the book, you guys have read that book. They focus on a mastermind, a collective group of individuals with common goals, with common beliefs. What's your mastermind? Who is in your mastermind circle? If people see you working with other people, guess what? Everybody wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Facts. Everybody in planet Earth wants to be a part of something bigger than themselves. All right, so get yourself around 2, 3, 4 people to start. I know that's how Bryce started. That's how I started. Jonathan Lopez, myself, Richard, all of us came together with a common goal in mind. Get yourself around successful people who have the same type of thinking as you. Watch what happens, okay? Last but not least, you do not need a crazy skill set. You just need a crazy work ethic. Again, you do not need a crazy skill set. You need a crazy work ethic. Skill sets, trading, business building, speaking on stage, to master it, approximately on average 10,000 hours to master something, right? You guys are not mastering this by tomorrow, by next month, even in the next 6, maybe even 12 months. You might not master it, but guess what? Work ethic works. Work works, okay? You do not need special skill sets. You do not need special talents. You do not need Alex Morton, powers and skill sets. You do not need this. It takes time. But what you do need to do is put your head down to the grindstone and work. And say, you know what? Again, there's no difference between me and Bryce. You're sitting there right now behind this camera watching this, right? Taking notes, hopefully. But what you should say to yourself, say to myself, say to your upline, say to your leaders after this call is, listen, there is no difference between me and that person, that Chairman 25, that Chairman 50. It's just time and work ethic. Time and work ethic. Time and work ethic. You put in the work, guys, listen, stress, bullshit, this happens in your life. Guess what? When you work, all those things are irrelevant. Stagnant. If you're stagnant, I don't have enough people getting involved in my business. They're not signing up. They're quitting. Guess what? Work harder. All the things that you're concerned about go away. They disappear because you have your goals in front of you, right? Again, work works. Why does Alex Morton talk about it? Why does David Emonite talk about it? Why do I talk about it? Why does Brandon Boyd talk about it? Why does Chris Terry talk about it? Because work works. Okay, so I'm gonna really hand it back. But before I do, I just want to tell you guys. Listen to Bryce. Take notes. Don't just take in the information, but have it registered. This is somebody at 23 years old, does not have experience in network marketing. He'll tell you his story himself, but he applied, he worked. He applied what he learned. He got around mentors. That's what it takes, guys. So really, truly tune in. All right, we have a special, special guest. And again, if you guys get the pleasure of meeting him in Dallas, Texas in September, one of the most humble guys. But when it comes to work, he ain't playing around. There's no games because guess what? He has a mission to freaking help people, to get people paid, to change more lives, period. There's no other option, okay? So I'm going to hand it back. Get ready, tune in, listen, learn, take notes. All right, guys? So Felix, back to you. Let me pass the host back over to you.
Guys, please give it up for Mr. Julian Kuschner. Amazing content just dropped. I hope you took notes, and I hope your notepad and your pen is just getting ready, because the next 10, 15 minutes, I don't know, I guess it's open end because we have big love for this guy who's coming up next. So thank you, Julian, again. Thanks a lot. And I can't even realize that we're about to have a Chairman 100 on an exclusive call here for the German team in about a few seconds, guys. So before I say I edify the person, please put a 555 in the chat, a 555 if you're a chairman, if you already accepted here, and here that you are a chairman, put a 555. Easy. Okay, guys, perfect. So how to hit chairman? You can even ask people in your environment. If you're around Maurice, Martin, Daniel, Michael, Alex, me, Richard. But are there guys who already accepted right here that they're at Chairman 100? put in the 777. Put in the 777 in the chat box. If you are a Chairman 100, accept it, feel it, speak it every day. Like if people ask me for my number, I put in Felix Winkelmann, and then in like these things, Chairman 100. I like it when people ask me, who are you? I'm a Chairman 100. So if you want to hit Chairman 100, the chance is right now to take notes and listen to a person who achieved this rank. All right, achieved this rank in just a few years, have not been in network marketing before IML, have raised the community of traders and network marketers of more than 5,000 people in the last few months. So guys, I will unmute the special guest of today. Still have close to 1,000 people attending and watching from all over Germany. Bryce Thompson, there you are, bro. I will put you to the discussion members. And now I should see you right there. Perfect. And I will give you the host. Bro, we appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you taking the time. We appreciate you for just making all this happen in IML right now, because the wave is completely coming over to Europe just because of the amazing results you're achieving right now. My Zoom is going crazy. Can you hear me, bro? My Zoom is going crazy. Too much messages. Bro, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You probably can't see me good. It's such a glare.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit dark. Okay, guys, you still have a few seconds time to get your notepad ready, to get your pen ready. If it's not burning already. Guys, put a 111 in the chat if you can hear him. I can't hear him right now. Leute, könnt ihr Bryce hören oder sehen? Nein. Okay. Maybe now it's going. Ich schreibe gerade mit ihm privat. Bro, I think we crushed Zoom. I guess Zoom is down. Too many messages. Too many 555s and 777s. Too many chairmans. Too much fire.
Guys,
Yes. Loud and clear, bro. Is it working?
all right. Hopefully everybody should be able to see me now.
Bro, it's still lagging.
Felix, can you hear me pretty good? My sound on?
Can't hear you, bro. No.
Make this easier.
Yo, Bryce, if you can't, if you're off your computer, just sign up through or sign in through your phone. It's much better.
Yeah. But the fam is waiting. Nobody left. Yeah, come sign in with your phone.
Another here, make Brandon. Yeah, we should be. Hear me. Rename. Make Brandon Thompson the host. Make Brandon Thompson the host. Make Brandon Thompson the host.
You need to do it, bro. I gave you the host.
Not the phone. I want to not host, bro. Bro. Each, like, make me the other host, bro, please.
Also Leute, es gibt anscheinend wirklich technische Probleme. Ich kann leider mein Video nicht mehr starten, weil jetzt hat Bryce den Host, aber irgendwie schafft er es nicht, den Host zurückzugeben, beziehungsweise irgendwie einer anderen Person den Host zu geben. In der Zeit kann ich ein bisschen reden. Ganz kurz nochmal ein bisschen Fakten regnen lassen. Es sind gerade nochmal circa 40 bis 42 Tage. Ihr wisst, einige wissen von euch, ich bin schlecht in Mathe, aber musst du auch nicht sein, um Chairman zu gehen. Du musst nur die Zahlen kennen. Du musst das Volumen kennen, wie das Johnny gesagt hat. Du wirst nicht Chairman gehen, wenn du nicht mal weißt, wie viel Volumen du auf dem linken, mittleren oder rechten Bein brauchst, wie viele Menschen insgesamt auf dem kleinen, auf dem großen Paket. Das musst du wissen. Das muss wie aus dem FF geschossen kommen. Aber in Mathe bin ich nicht der Beste. Ich glaube, es sind so knapp 40 Tage bis Dallas. Ihr habt jetzt noch ein paar Tickets über. Also ist jetzt immer noch die P150 Promotion. Jeder, der gerade den P150 macht, hat die Chance. Bryce, can you hear us? Okay, wie auch immer, ihr habt die Chance, immer noch ein Ticket umsonst zu bekommen für das Dallas-Event, was mittlerweile über 200 € kostet. Kommt gerade eine Frage. Wenn du das Ticket gewonnen hast, schickst du die Bestätigung davon an die E-Mail, die auf dem Flyer draufsteht. Wenn du den Flyer nicht hast, wende dich an die Upline oder an mich persönlich via Instagram. Das heißt, das steht noch an. Ansonsten in der Zeit kann man gerade noch einiges bewegen. Da vor Ort wird wieder viel Spaß, viel Wissen, viel Motivation, viel Energie geschöpft. Okay, I think Bryce is on the call with another account. I don't... Wow.
Ich habe mich kurz am Handy eingeloggt und habe uns den Host wieder gesaved. Bryce ist jetzt raus, aber du bist jetzt wieder Host.
Okay. Weird. Warte mal, dann versuche ich gerade mal dein anderes Handy irgendwie.
Hello? Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear, bro.
Thank you. I don't know how that other device got on, but let's
this off. I don't know. The aliens took over. You know what it is. They don't want us to hit. They want all of us to hit Chairman 100. All right.
I will go ahead and make you the host again.
Yeah, I will give.
Turn up for you guys.
Okay, give me a second, bro.
Yeah, this device.
I see you.
You'll get the host so you can turn on your video.
All right. Bro, the stage is yours. Let's get it.
All right, let's see. Hopefully everybody can see me, hear me clearly. Technical difficulties are already kicked out. Put a 777 in the chat if you can hear me and see me clearly. Got the light. everything propped up. We're good to go. Hope we still got a good number of people still on, still got a good number of people still locked in. Look, shout out to Julian, shout out to Johnny, shout out to Felix, Rich. Thank you guys for letting me on this call. I haven't been to Germany before, but I've seen a lot of you guys via social media. You guys already have a lot of energy, a lot of things going good, and you're under, really good leadership, people that I've looked up to in this industry, right? So, like Julian said, I hope everybody was, we're taking notes. But like he said, this is my first time in the industry. And, a lot of things I'm still learning along the way. But I can pretty much give everybody the same blueprint that I have and some of the things that have helped me get to this point, right? So even chairman, for all of you guys that are not chairmen yet, I always tell people this: I hit chairman 10 the wrong way. I hit it the wrong way, and this will kind of go into some of the things that I'm going to talk about. So like Julian said, like Jonathan said, your success is basically dependent upon how successful your team is, how much success you create for other people in your organization. And for me, at Platinum 5000, I was stuck there for 8 months. I was stuck there for almost a year, yet it took me less than 6 months to go from chairman 10 to chairman 50, right? Less than 6 months to go from chairman 10 to chairman 50, but it took me almost, hold on, stop calling me. Right? But it took me almost a year to get to chairman 10, right? So this is the one thing that, the way I was thinking wrong. When I was a Platinum 5000, I was so stressed out. I was so, focused on actually hitting chairman 10. I wanted that title behind my name. I wanted the money, and I was thinking wrong, right? The reason I was thinking wrong is because I wasn't putting a lot of my focus into making sure that people were there with me. Right? So when I got to chairman 10, I'm thinking, I finally got here. I finally did it. And I understood I was the only person sitting at the table, right? When we went to those events, I was the only person from my organization sitting at that table. I was the only person in these new group chats. I was the only person being able to have conversations with people like Julian, Johnny, right? I was the only person being able to actually be in this new realm and in this new world. I was the only person paying tabs when we went out to eat, right? I was the only person giving gifts. I was the only person being able to afford certain places that we go, and it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun, right? And I understood that very early on, and I understood, look, my work as far as going to Chairman 25, I don't even care about Chairman 25. I don't even care about the next level. I just want to make sure that people can get to this level with me, right? Because it's not fun being here by myself. The same people that I was broke with, the same people that I did not have a dime with, right? They're still not able to sit at this table. So I need to make sure and do everything in my power to make sure that they get here too. Right? So that's the first thing. The second thing, I had to make sure that the light was turned off of me. Right? You see how the light is on me right now? I had to make sure that the light was turned off of me. So many people, put a 777 in the chat if you can hear me. I see somebody said they can't hear me. Put a 777 in the chat if you can hear me. 777 in the chat if you can hear me. All right, cool. Right? So I had to make sure, like I was saying, I got this light on me right now. And, the light is always cool. It's always happy. Getting people to clap for you and, all these people applauding what you've done. Stop calling. Can somebody call a dude, please, for me? All these different people, hold on. All these different people praising you and, excited for you and applauding you, right? It's cool. But I understood early on, look, even as young as I am, as much as I love the light, I had to learn how to share it. I had to learn how to give it to somebody else, right? Even when you hit new positions, whether it be Platinum 600, Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000, Platinum 5, all the way to Chairman 500, you have to learn. That was my first on stage. My first time, thousands of people clapping for me, being able to actually hear my story and inspired by what I've done. But I understood a lot of my leaders, I don't even want you guys here. I don't want you to have to see me on stage, right? when we were just in a crowd together last week, a month ago, a year ago, right? So this is something that I did. This is something I did. The very next convention, I was called to speak on the stage again. Yet I knew I had a new chairman. I had finally had a chairman in my organization that had the opportunity to sit at the table, but they didn't have the opportunity to get on the stage. So in my eyes, the way I could have thought, I could have been like, okay, great. This is another opportunity for me to speak to even more people, get even more praise, get even more applause. I'm making more money. I'm happy. I'm excited. People are excited for me. But you know what? I want Nathan Samuel, the newest chairman 50, right? The newest chairman 50 in this company. I want him to get this opportunity too. So instead of me going on that stage by myself in Vegas, right? I don't know who was all in Vegas. I made sure that Nate got brought up with me. I made sure that he was able to share that same experience with me, right? So the way everybody was looking at me, the way everybody was inspired by me, they looked at him the same way. They looked at him the very same way. And I've seen me sharing that light. I've seen how much it's helped them. I've seen how much it's helped other people too, right? So Nate is not the only person that I'm sharing the light with. I'm trying to share the light with as many people in my organization as possible. I'm trying to get people on that same stage as I possibly can. Because if they get on that stage, guess what? All of the different people that are inspired by me, applaud me, guess what they're going to do for them? They're going to do the same exact thing. And it doesn't just start with the stage. It starts with even just the calls, webinars like this, right? I think I articulate the information and what we do very well. But I understand when I started out, it wasn't this good, right? I couldn't articulate what we do in this business as well as I can now. So even though I think I'm really good at articulating information and making sure that people get plugged in, it's so many other people that need to get that same opportunity that I did in the beginning. So instead of you being the big dog, instead of you being the closer, right? Like Johnny said, fire your upline. Instead of you depending on your upline forever, right? Or depending on your downline forever. Look, as an upline, you want to make sure that your downline looks like you, right? It can't be that way if you're the only one closing out calls. It can't be that way if you're the only one doing trainings, right? It's literally a system. Okay, if I'm closing, right, that means somebody's opening up for me, right? If I'm closing, that means somebody's opening up for me. That same person that's opening up for me, the next time we do a call, the next week that calls start, look, I want you to try to close. And let's have somebody in your downline open up for you. It can't just be me all the time. And yeah, your first call, your first webinar, it may suck. It may be absolutely terrible. You may not get any point across, right? But you're never going to get good at it. You're never going to become a beast at it unless you do it over and over and over again. You have to start somewhere. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great at some point, right? So just to sum all of that up, stop always looking for the light. Stop always being the big dog. Stop always being the upline, the mentor. The mentee has to become the mentor at some point. So as a mentor, if you want to be a great mentor, start putting your mentees, start putting your downline, start putting the people that plug in with you in position to be just like you, right? In position for people, the way that people look at you, so they can look at them as well in the same manner, right? So the next thing I want to talk about, and this next thing, I'm going to be completely and all out honest. Without this, none of this will work. Without this next thing, none of this will work. It doesn't matter how many trainings you do. It does not matter how many people you talk to, how many webinars you do, how many events you do. Without this, it won't work. With this, you can be terrible at articulating information. You could have made not a lick of money trading in the foreign exchange market. You could have no experience as far as the the industry is concerned. You can just with this alone, and that's confidence. That's confidence. When you're confident, people want to join you. Period. Right? And I see this so much. You'll have somebody come in, right? Or you'll have a leader a quote unquote leader in the industry and somebody that's interested, they'll ask about it. And the way that you respond, the way that you talk about what you do is your selling point. It is. If you're timid, if you're unsure of yourself, nobody will join you. If you're confident, if you're more than sure of yourself, people will more than likely join you, whether or not it works or not, whether or not Forex works or not. And we all know it works, right? But they don't. They don't. So look, let me break this down. And I've said this to my team. I've given this analogy. Put a 7 in the chat if you've ever been to the casino. So I don't know if you guys have casinos in Germany, if you hit the casino in Vegas. Put a 7 in the chat if you've ever been to the casino. All right, we got a lot of different people that probably have been to the casino, right? So look, if I'm at the casino, and this is just an example. If I'm at the casino, I'm at, the roulette table. I can either pick red or black. Red or black. It's a 50-50 chance. Either red is going to win or black is going to win, right? I could be thinking red. Right? But let's say somebody else comes to the table right before I make my decision and they throw $10,000, $10,000 on black. Do you think I'm going to switch? Do you think I'm going to switch my decision from red to black? Because this person came up to the table and put $10,000 on black. $10,000 on black. If I'm picking red and somebody comes up and put $10,000 on black, I don't care what I know about the casino. I don't care what I know about the casino. I'm going to naturally probably switch my colors from red to black because this person is obviously confident enough to put $10,000 on the decision that I didn't choose. This person obviously knows something that I don't, right? Some people come in this business and have never made a dime. Some people come in this business and look, they haven't made a whole lot of money from Forex. They haven't, right? Sometimes it takes time to consistently start making money. But that doesn't mean that you can't continue to plug people globally into what we're doing. Because somebody can come in and make a whole lot more money than you. They can, right? So I like to put it like this. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have as far as the foreign exchange market is concerned. It doesn't matter how much money you've made. With confidence, people will always want to join you. So look, this is just an example. I like to give everybody an example of, something I would say in a sense, in the event that I've never made a dime. I've made a lot of money trading, but let's just say I've never made a dime and I'm trying to get, people to join my business because I hear that excuse all the time. I can't get people to join my business because I'm not making a whole lot of money. I can't get people to join my business because I blew my account last week, right? Or the trades kept hitting stop loss. My trades aren't as good as this person is. So it's hard for me to get people to join my team. I'm pretty sure some of you guys have probably said that before. But look, somebody come into my business or somebody's interested in what I do and they ask me, okay, look, the first thing that people are going to ask, how much money have you made? Is it real? Is this legal? Right? That's always going to be the first question, or at least the first thought, right? So here's my answer. Here's my answer for somebody like that. Well, we have a team, right? We've built an organization and this is specifically my answer. We built an organization of over 7,000 people. We built an organization, my specific organization. We built an organization of over 7,000 people in less than 2 years. 7,000 people in less than 2 years. How would it even be remotely possible for people not to be making money? Do you think 7,000 people are going to come in and join what we're doing if we're not making money? Does that make any sense? Sometimes you got to respond to question with a question. Seriously. So now I'm testing you because obviously you're disrespecting what we have going on. Obviously, you're not taking me seriously. Obviously, you haven't checked the stats, right? So I don't know how big, some of you guys' specific organization is, but look, let's put it like this. It's less than 100,000. It's almost 100,000 people in our company, right? Almost 100,000 people. You can even use that number. We have almost 100,000 people globally. We just turned 6. How would it even be possible for almost 100,000 people globally to join something that doesn't work, to join something that's not legal, to join something that's not going to help you make money? That doesn't make any sense, right? And this is coming from, just for example's sake, I could have not made a dime. I could have not made any type of money, yet the way that I'm speaking and my confidence in my voice, people are going to want to join me. People are going to think, okay, now I can believe it. Now I can see it, because he's obviously, it's obviously that he's seeing the results. Look how confident he is. But as soon as you're timid, well, I'm still learning. I've made a little bit of money here and there. I've lost a little bit too. It's a slow process, but I'm getting there. You sound timid. You sound unsure. Why would somebody want to join that? Why would somebody be confident and comfortable enough to join your specific organization if you're not even sure of it yourself? And you could tell you're not sure of it in the way that you speak about it. But as soon as you start being confident and you start being bold and upfront and aggressive in the way you impassioned in the way that you talk about this specific opportunity, people will join you way more and more, whether you've made money or not, whether you've seen the specific results yourself or not. I wanna break down some numbers for everybody, just because I'm a numbers guy, and like I said, this is my first time in the industry, but I've done so much research to actually catch me up as much as I possibly can. Just to talk about specifically what we're all a part of, right? What we're all a part of, and this is I like to tell people this is to give you that confidence, whether you have it or not. This should be able to give everybody on this call confidence. Seriously, right? I'm a chairman 100, right? I'm a chairman 100. I just hit chairman 100. I'm 23 years old. I just turned 23 July 2nd. Like Julian, Johnny said, this is my first time in industry. I'm Marcus Live, just turned 6. I've been a part of the company for a little over maybe like 2 years and a month now. 2 years and 1 month. 100,000 people, 1,000 customers. It is less than 100,000 me's and you's, Johnny's and Julian's, right? Less than 100,000. We are on our way to $1 billion, right? I've seen so many different network marketing companies that don't have half the things that we do, and they've hit $1 billion. They've hit $1 billion. I've seen a lot of different network marketing companies, and I'm sure Julian and Johnny probably know more about this than I do. But I've seen a lot of different network marketing companies hit $1 billion. We haven't even scratched the surface, right? We're less than 100,000. In order for us to even hit $1 billion, we need 1 million people. 1 million, right? Yet we're less than 100,000. That means at the very least, 900,000 more people would need to get plugged into what we're doing, would need to be positioned in front of what we're doing in order for us to hit $1 billion. Now, Chairman 100, this is just based off the numbers. Chairman 100 is 5,000 people. That means I've touched at least 5,000 people, whether it's directly or indirectly. 5,000 people. Wherever you are right now, if you don't think that you can put what we're doing in front of in front of 5,000 people, 5,000 of that 900,000 people on a way to us hitting $1 billion, you're playing. You're not taking it seriously. You're not. If you don't think you can put at least 5,000 of that next 900,000 people that are going to get plugged in for us to hit $1 billion, you did not. You wasted a lot of time. It is what it is. If you can position 5,000 of the next 900,000 people, you are a millionaire. You're a 7-figure earner. You're at the very least a chairman 100. Whether it's this year or next year, even the people that come into this business, even the people that come into what we're doing a year from now, 2 years from now, it'll still be early for them. It'll still be early. So think about how early it is for us. Everybody on this call right now, everybody that's plugged in as of right now is very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. I've heard this from several different mentors. Successful people position themselves in front of trends before they become obvious to the masses. Before they become obvious to the masses, right? So that means where we are right now, at the very least, we're positioned in front of the next 900,000. How many of those people are you going to be a trailblazer for? You have to ask yourself that, because it's still early. I'm a chairman 100. Do not judge me on where I am. Don't judge Johnny on where he is, nor Julian. This is only the beginning. We're like a baby. Seriously, we're like a baby. So everybody that's plugged in right now, it should be everything that you do as far as this business is concerned, you should fully submerge yourself in it. Fully. I've never been a network marketer, right? 2 years ago, I didn't even know how to spell Forex. Never heard of it. Yet, early on, after doing, my research, after actually understanding what we have on our hands, actually understanding what we are a part of, I fully submerged myself in it. No matter, like Julian said, the people I was hanging around, in order for me to fully submerge myself into greatness, in order for me to fully submerge myself into, a successful path, I had to, weed out some of those people that weren't thinking on the same level that I was. I had to weed out some of those people that didn't want to be successful in this as bad as I did. Right? That goes into fully submerging yourself. Early on, I could have, depending on my older brother or DL Woods, my upline at the time, still my upline. I could have depended on those people to help me get to where I wanted to go, as all the way up to chairman. I could have depended on them. I could have depended on them closing out events, closing out calls. I started doing these type of calls. I started doing webinars myself at Platinum 150, right? And it sucked. It was like my first few calls were pretty bad because I wasn't familiar enough with the information. I hadn't done it enough, right? But I'm grateful that I did. I'm grateful that I put myself in those positions. I'm grateful that I made myself uncomfortable and made myself look stupid, right? I'm glad that I put myself in that situation because it forced me to do it over and over and over again. Now, as the mentee, I became the mentor. The mentee, I became the mentor very early on. The way that people were looking at my upline, now they were looking at me in the same manner. So this is the last thing I want to break down, and I just want to be specific. I like to be specific with every single position, every single level that you hit, because and I stress this a lot. Whatever tech gets you to Platinum 150, the same thing will get you to Platinum 600, except you're going to do a little bit more of it, or you're going to do something extra. Put a 7 in the chat if you're a Platinum 150. Put a 777 in the chat if you're a Platinum 150. Okay, put a 6666. Put a 666 in the chat if you're Platinum 600. Platinum 600. Platinum 600s. I just want to see. We got a bunch of different positions. 111 Platinum 1000. 111 Platinum 1000. Let's see. We got just about every position. 222 Platinum 2000. 222 Platinum 2000. Platinum 2000s. 555 Platinum 5000. Okay, I see a few Platinum 5000s. I don't know exactly how many chairmans, but let's get some flames in the chat if any chairmans on the call. Chairmans, I know we have a few, obviously. All right, cool. All right, so look, I'm gonna go all the way to chairman. I'm gonna go all the way to chairman. Platinum 150. And this is just my outline of how I think people should move. Of course, everybody's gonna move a little bit different. Everybody's gonna have their own flavor, their own sauce on how they, move within their business. But Platinum 150, I think at the very least, you need to be making calls. Like you need to be on the phone is inevitable, right? Talking to people about the opportunity is inevitable. It's literally an all-day thing, right? As Platinum 150, you have to understand and realize you have a wide open network, right? You know way more than 3 people that should probably be plugged into this. You know way more than 3 people. And a lot of those people have not had that conversation with you. So you need to make sure that conversation happens. You need to make sure that conversation happens. Social media, I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably on Instagram. I don't put a number on anything because I like to be intentional with everything that I post. But at the very least, you should be getting at least 10 different posts up a day. 10 different posts up a day as far as what you do. It should be very relative as far as what you do. On Instagram, I see a lot of people posting things that are not relative to what we're doing. And that means you haven't fully submerged yourself in it. It's okay to be yourself, but at some point you need to learn how to actually merge those 2 things together. So Platinum 150 is all day phone, all day, posting. It's literally an all day, everyday thing. Now, when you hit Platinum 600, it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing, but it may be a little bit more of it. Now you're tapping into the people that are actually already in your organization. So you're talking to a lot more people naturally. That means you need to start doing calls like this. You need to start putting people on a webinar so you can talk to people all at once. You need to start putting yourself behind a camera like I'm putting myself right now. Platinum 600. Platinum 1000, it's the same exact thing, except a little bit more of it because now you have more people that's tapping more people into what we're doing. So now you're talking to more people naturally, right? But you're taking a different approach. Because these calls, they're obviously probably getting bigger. Now it's not 3, 5 people joining. Now it's 10, 20, 30 people getting on a call every single day, just like this. You're a Platinum 1000. Now the other thing, Platinum 1000, you should definitely at this point, you should already start doing events, home events, college events, local events. Bringing people together into one place, presentation style, showing them exactly what we do. 2 to 3 times a week if you can. 2 to 3 times a week, right? Calls are every day. 2 to 3 times a week. Look, Platinum 2000, and this is just me, right? Everybody's blueprint is different. This is just me. At this point, content is very, 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 very important because you're going to do the same thing that you did. You're going to do the same thing, except you're going to do a little bit more of it, and you're going to add on content. You need more content. You need more people actually seeing what you're doing. Little videos, right? Little videos. Back when I was Platinum 1000, I actually had one of my line brothers, right, who happens to be a cameraman. He started following me around. He's been following me around to this day. I don't go anywhere without him. Not one city, not one event I do without him, right? Because I understand how important content is. So at Platinum 2000, it should be just as important for you. You need to start putting yourself behind the camera. You need to start giving people that perspective and that perception of what you do is serious and you take it very seriously. When you put little videos of what you do, talking about the information behind a professional camera, just posting it on your Instagram. It builds the legitimacy of what you do. So if you do more of it, people are going to think what you do is more and more legitimate. If you continue to stay consistent, whether they're plugging in or not, they will at some point. They're just going to continue to watch you grow via social media. I shouldn't be the only one having content. Julian shouldn't be the only one having content. You should be having content too. So, and it goes on. Platinum 5000, you're doing more of it. You're doing more of it. You're doing more of what you did at the last position, except you're adding something on. I say Platinum 5000, that's when you actually need to start traveling. You need to start getting out. You need to start, reaching different areas of where you live or where you don't live. You need to start speaking to different people that you've never met before. Seriously. You need to start going to different areas that you've never been before. Sometimes you got to go to areas that, you may or may not even have a leader, but you're going out to, actually network with people that you're never going to meet because you're never going to go to that specific area. Platinum 5000, you definitely have a little bit more money to make moves like that, to actually travel in that manner, right? And it continues on. It continues on. Little things like that that's what'll get you to the next level. Chairman is a totally different story. Chairman is a totally different story. It's a totally different grind, right? At that, I say at chairman, everything that I just said, every breakdown that I just said, you should just be making sure you have an overall view. You have an overall view of your entire organization. You need to be making sure that I say at least three to five leaders in each leg of business is hearing the same thing that I'm saying right now, is doing the same thing that got you to where you are today, got you to that chairman position. And it's going to continue on, right? Because after you've gone to specific events and now you're on tour, right? After the tour, now you're doing even bigger events. You're doing conventions. And it continues on. You find new things to do each specific position. And through all of this, and I'm going to end off with this, you just have to be humble. You have to be humble. Humble, humility pays the most. It literally does. I can never stress it enough. And I stress it to so many different people, even people that hit chairman or hit new positions in my organization. I'll shoot them a text as soon as they hit it. Just continue to stay humble. Continue to stay humble. And I continue to remind myself about it. It's because the more money you make, the nicer clothes you wear, the nicer cars you drive, the nicer jewelry you have on, it's hard to stay humble. It is. But you got to keep putting yourself in positions that'll force you to be there. When I hit Chairman 100, I flew out to Miami the same day. Julian will tell you, I flew out to Miami the same day because I understood I needed to put myself around people that have been doing this a whole lot longer than I have and that probably have a whole lot more money than I do. So naturally, it's going to force me to continue to work even harder because I understand I'm not there yet. Because if I stay where I am, right? If I stay where I am and I continue to be the richest person in the room, it makes it harder for me to stay humble. It makes it harder for me to continue to grind. So continue to keep putting yourself around people that have more than you. Continue to start talking to people that have more than you. And naturally, you'll force yourself to be humble. Naturally, you'll force yourself to understand that I still have a long way to go. I still have a lot more to do. Seriously. And I'm going to just end it off with that. Look, I don't know if you guys want to, put a 777 in the chat again for Julian, Felix, Rich, Johnny. Appreciate you guys having me on. Look, I have never been to Germany, but I appreciate all of you guys. I saw the video Julian sent me just a few weeks ago. I appreciate all the love. I definitely owe you guys a visit. So I will be out to Germany at some point. I appreciate the opportunity. Julian, Johnny, Felix, any of you guys want to take over it? I'm going to go ahead and mute my audio. Oh, and look, this is another thing. If you are not in Dallas, you are not taking this seriously. If you are not in Dallas, you're missing out on probably this is what I heard from David and Menitier, the first IML convention. The first one, right? You're missing out on the birth of something totally new. So I encourage everybody to be there. I'll be there. I'm sure everybody, Julian, Johnny, everybody will be there. So I'll see you guys in Dallas.
Appreciate you, bro. Close the call. I guess you're still the host. Leute, da gibt es nichts hinzuzufügen. Ich kann jetzt mein Video gerade nicht anstellen, weil ich gerade nicht mehr Host bin. Aber ich denke mal, jeder Einzelne, der jetzt noch auf dem Call war, hat eine Menge mitgeschrieben und kann das jetzt umsetzen. Es sind knapp 40 Tage bis Dallas. Wir sehen uns alle spätestens da. Ihr habt Bryce gehört. Ich will dazu nichts hinzufügen. Taggt ihn auf Instagram. Schreibt ihm eine Nachricht, dass ihr ihm dafür dankt, weil der hat sich gerade auf jeden Fall fast eine Dreiviertelstunde Zeit genommen für diesen Call. Deswegen euch noch einen wunderschönen Abend und bis sehr, sehr bald.